Hi, my name is Jordan Osmeyer from the Angeles 4-H Club in Sheridan County. This is my ninth year in 4-H and my ninth year in the horse project. When I was 7, my uncle gave me his horse for Christmas. Goldie was an 18-year-old horse and perfect for a beginner, but not strong enough for my uncle's level of competition. You could do anything on that horse. My mom nicknamed her the babysitter because she knew that Goldie would take care of me. After getting my horse, my family decided to join 4-H. We lived in Newton at that time, so we joined in Harvey County. I learned a lot about horses by attending monthly horse club meetings and summer arena practices. Horses have been a big part of my life since I was very young. My mom grew up around horses, participating in horse shows in high school, Little Britches Rodeo, and college rodeo. My uncles and grandparents have used horses all of my life. My grandparents have been involved with 4-H and have been horse club leaders for over 30 years. For the last 3 years, I have helped them by serving as a junior horse club leader for our club. This has developed my interest in horses. Because Goldie was quite old and beginning to suffer from arthritis, we were searching for a new horse. We found this horse Sunday. She went and look at her. She was a pleasure horse and had been trained very differently than Goldie. She had been a great performance horse, but had not been shown much in the years we purchased her. She worked strictly off voice and leg commands, which was a challenge for me at first. She was not as calm as Goldie was, so I also had to get used to her temperament. But she did lower her head to accept the bridle, which was a plus, since she is such a tall horse. With a lot of practice, I was able to qualify for the state fair in Western Pleasure my first year with her. I also was excited because I got to rope off Goldie that year at the state fair. The next year we bought this mare, BB. She had only been used around the farm and needed a lot of work. She still needs a lot of fine tuning, but my goal is to rope and do reining and speed events on her. I haven't spent much time training her as I hoped because of my involvement in sports and I have a summer job. I have ridden her on trail rides and used her to help gather cattle. I also take her to a few local horse shows and I hope to become more competitive with her. We also have this gelding Bay, which my uncle trained, who is just an all-around good horse that anyone can ride. He is not good at showmanship, but he can be used for most of the other classes in horse shows. He has a great temperament and is good for rounding up cattle, and performs well in reining, trail, and working ranch competition. One of my goals this past year was to compete at the state fair since I didn't get to make it last year. I qualified for all 5 of my events which I competed in at district. I did showmanship, Western Pleasure, and horsemanship on Sunday. I used Bay for trail and working ranch. I made the top 15 in Western Pleasure and placed 10th in working ranch. I was pleased with how my horses and I performed. I accomplished this goal by working hard and continually changing things to make my performance better. I demonstrated citizenship in the horse project by going with my uncles and grandpa to help friends and neighbors round up and move cattle. When the Colby College equestrian team had their intercollegiate horse show in Colby, our family loans Sunday and Bay for them competition. As an owner, I am responsible for warming up our horses and getting them ready for the rider to mount, and answering any questions the rider might have. It is very important to give specific details on how to handle each horse in order to give the rider every possible advantage to his or her performance. I also did a rating related to horses at county club days. I qualified for regional club days and received a blue ribbon there. I have been to ranch rodeos, trail rides, brandings, the Denver Stock Show, and Equifest because of my interest in horses. I have worked with my horse club at many concession stands in order to fund some of these trips and buy prizes for our county's open show. The horse project is my favorite project because I like to ride and practice roping. My future plans after college are to remain in this area and be available to help with branding, roping my uncles, and working cattle. 4-H and the Horse Project have helped me grow as an individual by forcing me to set goals and work toward accomplishing them. It has made me a better public speaker also.